we're back. Ish. Yes, we're back.
Backish.
Back like cooked crack, as Joel Santana once said.
Did he now?
Yeah. Were you a big Joel Santana fan?
No, the internet was telling me I had to be, and I was kind of like, why?
You were anti Joel's?
You know, not anti-Joel's, but just like scratching my head confused. People were like, oh, his bars. Oh, his bar. I was like, this motherfucker doesn't have bars.
How much
He has a
crack can the
cool
guy really
voice.
sell, right?
Yeah, like he has a cool voice. He says, hey, that's kind of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coolest way to say A, though. He had a good A.
I love A. I mean, he had a few good, decent songs. He had a good couple of albums. I liked his second album more than his first album, but he was all right.
I'll admit I didn't go through each, I don't have the full discography up here running around, but like, I don't know. I think there was much better writers. He's a
Here
fine.
this guy goes with his bars again.
Yeah, I know. He has a fine enough rap voice. It's entirely uninteresting to me.
You weren't a big Diplomats fan?
Nah.
You weren't Bird Gang?
Didn't care.
You didn't wear like the pink fur coats and the purple fuzzy hats?
It was all about the G Unit, and that's it. G Unit or nothing. I did have the G Unit sweatshirt and matching shoes, which
I still have one of the G Unit puffy jackets, white pinstripe.
That kind of feels like it needs to be brought back. Like that is your going out outfit, I think.
It's not cold
Next time
enough.
I'm coming to Dallas, we're getting matching G Unit puffy jackets.
I don't know whether you can find another one, but I can definitely bust mine out. I mean, it's back up to like 70 degrees again, so I can't wear it at this moment. But if it gets cold again, I'll bust it out. I'll wear it on the stream.
Okay.
I'll show 50 Cent a little bit of love. Try to stay on his good side so that I don't end up on his Instagram feed being ridiculed.
He is very good at ridiculing via the internet.
He's very selective and persistent at it too.
Can you imagine just anytime you log in, you're like, oh, there I am again, being roasted ridiculously.
I feel that's why I wonder about celebrities. I feel like at that point, I would call somebody and be like, yo, give me this man's number so I can have like a heart to heart with him and say, hey, we don't have to see eye to eye, but how do I stop being the center of your jokes for at least like the foreseeable future?
Yeah. Is this a money-making venture for him? Is he like, yo, just bribe me? Just if you don't want me to mention you,
unfortunately,
$1 million.
unfortunately, I feel like it could be for him. He's like,
Yeah.
give me $100,000, I'll make it go away. All right. Well, we're back. We were in the middle of playing Robert's song, Robert Nowak. So play that, and then we had a tip from Tongue Hero and Noir. So let's see what industrial punk sounds like.
Are you trying to share on screen the SoundCloud?
No. Unless people want to see his cover art.
I mean,
There's that.
I ain't feeling cold, and I ain't gonna go. 'Cause my bitches are so with me. stop giving a fuck about the leaders. Baby, I ride to you 5 kilometers and fuck you in your radios. Cause I love you. But you didn't accept my love, and I was a fucking monster. You fell in love with her, no. Baby, I forgive you, you need a monster. I hope I see this dollar sign very soon, cause I deserve I am a talent. I am a voice of mine who say I stole a name from a girl. I'm on a way with YB. Yeah, fuck beef, and we don't need all on dinner steak. Yeah, I wanna miss the kind.
Explain it. Explain
It
it.
doesn't need to feel this.
How?
No thanks. I'm just saying thing. Brutal strikes me at these messages and I'm speechless. Take a rest, you need a real friends like those you have before me. But I'm not anxiety, you could be trust me. Can finally win it the banks and I was life. Baby, I'm a real forgive. And maybe I'm so cause thinking about you. Please, I need a hug. Tell me what
Like a train whistle.
I make you leave me for money and my means. In the street, need the rest, cause punk is coming and gave you the sweet. I am the voice of generation.
All right. That was Industrial Punk by Robert Nowak. I have never been in this situation where we listen to a song and there's either one of two things happening here. I'm not sure if English is his second language and he's just mimicking American music, or English is his first language and he's just bad at using it. It's one of those two things.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing because it felt like at times like, oh, I don't think he knows English. And other times it was like, oh, this is just somebody fucking around.
Yeah, like, all right, song wise, it was not very pleasant to listen to. At first, it took so long for you to get started that I thought it maybe might have been an instrumental, but then you finally came in. I feel like the ability to enjoy the vocals was lost on the over-processed nature of it, and not even in a, creative, like, it adds elements to the song. It's just like processed for the sake of being processed. And I don't know, you're just all over the place. There were sometimes you were like singing and it sounded okay-ish and it sounded on beat, and there's other times where you just kind of just did whatever and it just didn't make any sense. Like, overall, it's just a confusing listen, and the beat was okay, but I feel like vocally on top of it was disappointing or underwhelming, to say the least. There were some interesting moments, but I think my main problem was just lyrically it was all over the place and the flow was confusing. I would give this a 3 out of 10.
Hard listen. Yeah. First off, I hated the beat. Like, I don't feel like this was industrial at all. And punk, absolutely not. Like, there's not one element of punk as I understand the genre. So maybe this is like an ASAP Rocky kind of tagline, like pretty boy swag. Like, maybe industrial punk is kind of Robert Nowak's like brand or whatever, but like it's neither industrial nor punk. It sounded like a poorly made amateur trap beat, and then you just slapped on as many auto-tune filters as you could, which made the voice crack and sound unconfident. And just there were so many parts where you tried to go along with the stupid keys in the beat and like then just stopped. You just like, nah, like I'm gonna leave it at 3 bars, not even bother to rhyme the other one, and just now we're moving on. And that's like I yelled in the middle of the fucking thing. That's not a good
I
sign.
thought you were yelling because you were super pleased with what you were hearing.
No, wasn't. Look, there was parts initially where I was like, oh, is this, artist really good? Like it tricked me for like literally 2 seconds when the auto tune came in. I was like, oh, maybe they do know what they're doing and they just picked a really bad beat. And then, I listened to 5 to 6 seconds and I was like, oh, never mind. No, just completely no idea what's happening here. So I'm going to give this a 2.
All right. Moving along, I'm gonna just play DJ Tongue Hero's song once more, just out of respect for him, since we fixed the audio issues on the stream, and then after that, we will play Noir's tip. So, just to revisit, so that if you heard it before, you hear it in the way it was intended. Here is DJ Tongue Hero's song and video called "In the Game."
Thousands of years ago, one handshake between the Pharisees and the Roman Senate set forth a global expansion. Time would now be the currency. The price is life, and you're stuck.
It's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon.
Can we make this bigger on
It's a
screen?
phenomenon.
Good. Just cover up our faces.
Finally see you're out of the cage. You're stuck in the dark. You're lost in the maze. You're close to the exit. It's not far away. You gotta start over. You're stuck in the game. In the game. In the game. You're stuck in the game. In the game. In the game. You're stuck in the game. In the game. In the game. You're stuck in the game. In the game. In the game. Days into weeks. Weeks into months. Months into years. Read all since the run. So we're out of breath. You're setting the suns. We're all out of time. Return to the front. They speak on your name when you're not around. The kids in your head, it's holding you down. The echoes are loud, and you want them out. You're ready to scream. You're ready to shout. You sat down with time. You're settling down. It's too hard to hide. You're faking your smile. You wish you were them when wishes come true. You look in the past and wish it was you. You finally see you're out of the cage. You're stuck in the dark. You're lost in the maze. You're close to the exit. It's not far away. You gotta start over. You're stuck in the game. In the game. In the game. You're stuck in the game. In the game. In the game. You're stuck in the game. In the game. In the game. You're stuck in the game. In the game. In the game. In the game. You finally see you're out of the cage. Of the cage. You can't see. You're still stuck in the maze. Finally see you're out of the cage. You're stuck in the dark. You're lost in the maze. You're close to the exit. It's not far away. You gotta start over. You're stuck in the game. You're stuck in the game. You're stuck in the game. Just stay in the game. Just stay in it. Just stay in it. Just stay in it.
End of chapter 1. That must mean that there's more chapters, right?
Of course.
All right. Yeah, I think it's just lacking quality. Better microphone quality is all that you really need. I had an MXL 900 or two. No, I had an MXL 2000. I had a 900 when I first started. Then I got a 2000. MXL mics are great for like entry level stuff, but then the one thing that I noticed after I upgraded mics is like they don't have a very good pickup of different vocal frequencies. So, you know, at some point in your DJ Tongue Hero career, when you accelerate beyond MXL and upgrade that microphone, you'll notice more clarity in your vocals. it's going to be an adjustment at first because you're going to hear things in your voice that you're not used to hearing. You're like, oh shit, I sound like that, or my voice does this when I make that sound, and it's going to take you a while to adjust to it, but it'll truly benefit you in the long run. But yeah, I think vocal quality is the only thing holding that track back.
Yeah, man. Just as I'm hearing it the second time around, I wanted to give a shout out, kind of like Dice said, where you're taking risks and you're using your voice in interesting ways. Over like on the chorus, yeah, like you did a lot of interesting things where you kind of like really put that emotion in a controlled way to, belt out the shit. So, yeah, just want to give another shout out.
Shout out DJ Tongue Hero. And then shout out Noir, producer of the year, with our other tip. He's got a beat here. This is called Just Imagine. Let's check it out.
Oh, fuck. This is why you're a golden treasure, Tongue Hero. The vision.
All right. That was Noir with Just Imagine. I like this. I like the subtle elements that all kind of like work together and make a good overall presentation. I like the drums in it. I like the little background as a DJ Tongue Hero is envisioning the Shy Guys doing oohs, and maybe it does sound like, Yoshi's Island music, but good Yoshi, like one that doesn't eat people and then poop them into eggs. Or maybe that's what Yoshis are supposed to do, and I'm just getting that all wrong. But nonetheless, I like the beat. I like that you keep it fresh. I never know what to expect, but you're always super consistent. I don't have any strong complaints about this. I'll give it a 9.
I like this a lot. I'll just say that, like, I mean, clearly there's a level of consistency with Noir where it's like, it's never going to be a bad song. There's preferences and there's like other things to comment on. So you love when it breaks into that other tier where you're like, oh, well, here's, the shit that fit my personal preferences and here's what I wanted differently versus like, oh, you are off key, right? For this one, I loved the balance of the vocals and the bass and the drums. The one piece that I didn't like as much was like in the chorus, the kind of Rugrats, what do you call it? Like the little baby drum set, you know what I mean? like a xylophone. You got the xylophone, you have the little baby drums, and you're like ding 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 ding.
D-Bird hates kids.
Yeah, fuck them kids, but not in an Epstein way. Listen, that was the one part I didn't like as much. I think the fade kind of happened so quickly, like the attack and the fade just happened so quick. Could you add a little bit more reverb to that, make it extend out? Maybe that would make me like it a little bit more. It just kind of felt like it turned from like a soul banger to like Rugrats. But overall it was well done. So I'm gonna give it a 9, but also just like wish the chorus was a little different for my personal preference.
All right. Shout out to Noir. Next up in the queue is potential spammer in the Discord, Cyclone. I don't know what you've been doing to have your account flagged as likely spam, but keep it up, young sir. Here's a song he made early last year, meant to use as an intro to an album, but never did anything with it.
This fucking guy told me like, oh, I'm going to start submitting only new songs that I'm proud of. And survey says that was a lie.
Survey says it was a lie. Also, I've seen several people on the Discord mention that they're working on albums and albums never appear. And I just wonder, what are you people doing? What do y'all do with these songs? You just accumulate them on your hard drive and then whack off to them? What happens?
I get that. Yeah, I do have a treasure trove of jerk bait that I've been sitting on.
You at least put out like a couple things last year. Like, you're just lazy. That's your problem. I'm talking about the people who like collectively submit like week after week and then nothing ever comes from it.
Well, maybe if we gave them 10s every week, they would. my album's gonna have only 10s on it.
Well, what I like to phrase that as is everybody starts out as a 10. You just lose points the longer we listen. So
that's true.
You're all a 10 in my eyes until I press play.
Word.
Here's Mountains in the Sky by Cyclone. You want to hear excuses Ray stands?
Walking around the mountain, just gotta keep on climbing up. Feel like my life is going on slow. Feel like my life is going on slow. Feel like my life is going on slow. Walking around these mountains in the sky. Everything just seems blurry in the fog. Just can't escape my thoughts in the vlog. Just can't pretend like I'm right away. Gotta go make a play. Feel like my life is tearing away from the trials and tribulations of life. Gotta find out which one's a lie. Gotta go read in between the lines. Feels like I'm climbing up, hanging by a thread, just can't go back down. Just gotta grab myself and launch up. Gotta go reach the sky. Gotta go sky high. Gotta go sky high. Gotta go sky high. Welcome back to the sky. Testing, testing, testing. You ready?
All right, that was Cyclone
ready
with
for
Mountains
takeoff.
in the Sky. I can tell this is old because there's one thing that Chrono Flow used to point out to me about Cyclone's tracks is like, yeah, Ray Stans just said it. Always talks about being in the sky. Like last year, that was his thing in like every song. He was in the sky. So either this man is constantly on drugs or he's got a plane, personal aircraft that he flies, or he's got a drone. You were always in the sky last year. So I know this is old. It's okay. I think the main thing that I hear, and we speak about this from time to time, I know I speak about it often, is the wording. Like there was a line where you were like, hold on, where was it? Probably good that we use examples here.
Feel like my life is going on slow. 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 Walking around these mountains in the sky.
Walking around these mountains in the sky. It's very wordy. Like, I wish people would take more creative liberties with English. Walking around mountains in the sky. Like, chop some parts out to make it flow better so that you're not like forcing yourself to enunciate every single syllable. And then, because what happens is it's just a domino effect. You're forcing this line, then you got to rush the next line, or you got to take a pause in the next line. It's just a domino effect. Take more creative liberties with your wording. Don't be so fucking, Webster's dictionary every single line. Like, I don't need clear enunciation to get the meaning of what you're trying to say. So I think that's the main thing that I hear in this is like, there's just too verbose with pronunciation. I'll give it a 5.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, like, I will double down on what Dice said, but the big standout parts for me is like, it came in and you're like, oh, this is like a little too loud. Like the vocals are just a little too present. And then you have this underlying layer where it doesn't actually like blend with, like, you're just kind of on a low tone, blend it when I'm up a mountain so high. And it like, it just is off, right? Like just the whole thing is off because of that layer. And then, like Dice said, the wording is a little awkward in parts, just kind of repeating the same thing over and over got to be mind numbing for me. Like, okay, you're going to go to a mountain so high, got to get to the mountain so high.
Sky.
Got to get to the mountain so high. And then you just don't rhyme on the fourth one. Yeah, I'll give it a 4. And just, it's old.
Cornrows never left, you bastard. Just want to make that clear.
Trying to think of positives. I wasn't trying to shit all over them. Some of the mixing sounded good. Like the main vocal, like you're kind of almost there with the main vocal on the beat. It's just loud, and then this.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to say something positive, I think Cyclone's mixing skills have increased. I think he's leveled up. Hard to necessarily know if he touched this one up since he recorded it last year, but I think his mixing has gotten better.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Job done.
All right, next up, Drunk Robot, looking for real feedback. You can be harsh or be nice. All he asks is that you be real.
I don't be anything else. Literally all I do is give my first impression, whatever that is. So,
all right, then. Here is Sludge Queen. 2 3s and an E.
Idol. Sludge rock, doom rock.
Robot. Midnight Bandit. Ain't nobody else make beats like this, dude. I swear to God, he's the best around. Fucking listen to this shit.
Eyes on a host now, dead to the new sound. Fucker like a pow wow, pow with a loud mouth. Now I'm digging down now, girl, make her proud now. Swirling for the birds, gotta sing with the crowd now. Bringing like a beaming, like a screaming, like a demon. Feeling like a priest into the water, like a seaman. Meaning she's squeezing my shit, you get it. My bad shit, the fuck like Pippin. Weird like Pippin, dare like skipping. Rocking this beat like beards in winter. Bitch, I'm winning. Prada like fitted. Gucci like cheese, puff trees like glitty. Slick like Diddy. Gold like city, no limit to the vision. But I'm making that cut. And I call it a mission when I'm fishing for the sharks. You stuck in the kitchen just scratching your butt. Lightning, frightening, tightening. Grip on the titan, biting that mic and straightening that white keys. Bitch, I'm climbing, line that sign is what they define me. Back with a pack and I'm blacking out tracks. With a knack, with a tack and a jack. With a stack, never stack, keep it fact. No cheese with a mac, get a snatch in the back. And I'm smashing that snatch. Check the clock, got my time bomb ticking. Heat the pot, got recipes sticking. Flicking that wrist, I'm a king and I'm making while you taking that risk. And I'm bringing home a plate, home my lab with a zeppelin. Stepping with a weapon, check it with a rack in. Wreck 'em in a second. and several all the ties with the lies at the back. Get man to the facts, you can check my legend. My landslide, damn right, stand my landmines. Can't hold a whack to the stack of my cable. I'm a phantom in the daylight, playing right, play right. Maybe cheat a bit, but I'm taking that table. I'm the king of the cable, unstable, but I'm able. Flip every fake fuck on the label. I'm a blaze in the night, I'm a weight in the fight. I'm a gauge in the mic, and I'm taking that height. Stack it to the status, match it with the baddest. Burning every lattice, mess apparatus. Moving like a pistol while you listen with it. Glisten with a vision is a vision with a cut in your precision. Bitch, I'm bitchin', fresh, clean dishes. Watch a competition, but they got no wishes. Click with the lock, tick, tick with the clock. Get it sitting like a boss, but they crumble like chalk. The A on the test with the hair on the chest. And I'm better than the rest, and I bulletproof vest. But I don't rest on the bar. Black hole to a star. Whip it like a car. Bitch, I'm just bizarre. Robot. Bandit. Shit, dog.
Bandit. Yeah, bandit.
That was Sludge Queen by Robot. What do you think, Bird?
Jesus Christ. Look, Robot. First of all, the beat, there were parts that I really liked, and it was when they brought the drums in, like real drums. Like there was like actually a rhythm to like certain pockets, but very few and far between. The rest was just kind of a mess, and I hated it. But when the beat was actually formatted for a human to be on it, it was awesome. That being said, I think my first impression is that it kind of reminded me of that scene from Malibu's Most Wanted, where he's like, I can rap about anything. Chapstick, traffic. That's sick. You're just saying things kind of for no reason. Like, demon, semen, fucking lightning, frightening, biting. Like, there's no rhyme there's rhymes, but there's no reason.
Bars.
That is a bar. I was about to say there's no rhyme or reason. There's plenty of rhymes and no fucking reason for them. And that would be my overall feedback, is it just seemed like you were having fun rhyming the words together over this very weird fucking beat that probably wasn't made for humans. Is it made for robots? Not this one, I would say. But there were elements to like about it. Delivery was all right. Flow was all right. Just you said nothing for 4 minutes over a weird beat. 4.
I wasn't quite as low. My thoughts were kind of similar to what Ray said in the chat. It was like, it's one of those things where you technically didn't do a lot wrong. Like, your flow was there, and like Bird said, you're rhyming, even if there's not any real reason behind some of the rhymes. I think that my challenge with it is that you didn't change things up. Like, I felt like at some point the energy needed to go higher, and you stayed with that kind of reserved, fast-paced flow throughout. And to me, that made it less interesting, because it was all in the same tones and same cadences throughout, and there weren't a lot of like drastic vocal inflections to keep me like entertained by it. So, I'm not saying that you have to have the same level of enthusiasm, but if you got like really loud, like Busta Rhymes in the hook or something, like there needed to be some different elements of variety to keep me interested. If, like Bird said, there's no reason behind the stuff that you're rhyming. If you're just gonna go like we and semen and lightning, frightening, like if you're just gonna rhyme a bunch of words because they sound the same and there's not a real strong story behind it, then you got to be more entertaining. Like people say about Busta Rhymes' "Look at Me Now" verse. It's just a bunch of fucking filler. He's not saying anything, but he's doing it so interesting that everybody's like, oh, like, it's amazing. Look how fast he's rapping. And you read the lyrics and it's like, this is just garbage. And I'm not saying that your song is necessarily garbage. I'm just saying that, like, if you're not going to say a lot of something, do it uniquely and more interesting. So I would give it like a 6.5. Like, I think like you do have some skill with what you were doing, but I think the content needs to be more interesting or the performance needs to be more entertaining. That's the way I phrase it.
Man, there's like one section in that beat though that I'm like, oh fuck yeah! Like when they actually had drums, I was like, wow,
Yeah, and that's the part where I felt like the energy should have jumped up with the drums.
Yeah.
But he just stayed at the same like fast, low cadence, and I'm like, didn't quite hit me right there. Uh-oh, you know who's back? Togging me with a Lil Double O Matt Critter type beat. Here's Dream.
Dab, dab, dab.
Tagami.
You know what? I don't think this is a Lil Double O Matt Critter type beat. I think
Wait, what?
I think
What he said?
I think Tagami is a little bit confused in his own search engine optimization. He might have just like copied and pasted something and he accidentally labeled this as a Lil Double O Matt Critter type beat, but I don't think it is. This was like pleasantly different from his normal submissions in a very, very good way. I think it was a good listen. I think I like this. I know I had a favorite beat that I can't quite remember from him, but if this isn't top one, it's top two. I give this an 8.5.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a Lil Double O Matt Critter type beat on the drums alone, right? Like it just kind of sounded like you copied and pasted the same drum pattern from every other beat you've done. But I loved the sample and I loved the hook. I think this was a chill, nice listen. I think the drums, like right off the bat, when the drums kicked in, I was kind of like disappointed, if that makes sense. Like if you had the same Noir drums, like if you had those like hard kicks to this, I think it would make a lot more sense. But as is, it's like that's the weakest part about it is just the drums are weak. She'll listen 7.
Next up, master producer. Excuse me. Heavenly, a Travis Scott, Mike Dean type beat. Don't see those too often.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
I saw that.
Not Heavenly.
It's a 0 from me, dog.
Yeah, I can't give that an actual point. Not one single solitary point. It, you know, somebody is shouting while Hiroshima goes off back behind them. There is no music in that file that you sent us.
Who is this person? I was about to ask.
Wait, Prod JP, we've seen that name before.
Yeah, I'm like, this can't be real. Hold on.
Okay, that's a real beat.
Yeah, he's made a real. I was about to ask the chat, W's in the chat, if I should ban this person right now.
I didn't realize it was Prod JP because that shit right there is like pure fucking Toxic Avenger. Like, you know, there's a literal atomic bomb, and then out of the sludge up comes this fucking monster who's just rah, 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 rah. The fuck.
Yeah, I thank God I am not very quick on the trigger, because I was literally about to say, yeah, you don't take this serious. Get out of the community. My bad. But this sucks. 0. Next up, Noid, who happens to be in the Square Up Rush tournament, made it to round 2. Let's see what this is. This is called Professional Shit Talker.
Is that what we are? Was this his submission for the week?
No. This real fucking horsepower. Wake up every morning with a few Ethiopians in the fucking shower. You stand by this nice if you want, but I can be the fucking me. Got a pet Venus flytrap, yeah, that's my nigga Nicodemus. Hair long, but I'm Mr. Clean with this clean shit. Fill up the spaceship and fly my hoes out to Venus. Hottie harder, yeah, bad bitch scorer. Rookie season done, Noid already in the HOF. Roger that. Roger that. Make sure you read the script, you twit before you talk at that. Got the funds up now, going to build a school with Kyson at. How about that? No, really? How about that? Catch me outside if you want to, best believe I'm up in that. I see the snakes story stalking, hating on this glory talk. Cause they know I'ma make it. Why? Hit that glory walk. 656 million with that fucking glory talk. Paulo had to tell this real fucking horsepower. Wake up every morning with a few Ethiopians in the fucking shower. You stand by this nice if you want, but I can be the fucking me. Got a pet Venus flytrap, yeah, that's my nigga Nicodemus. Hair long, but I'm Mr. Clean with this clean shit. Fill up the spaceship and fly my hoes out to Venus. Hottie harder, yeah, bad bitch scorer. Rookie season done, Noid already in the HOF. Professional shit talker, big dog, big barker. Clark Kent, button popper. No Cupid, but I'm a heart stopper. Global renowned chart topper. In the flesh showstopper. She can't keep her hands on me. Bitch, unhand me. Suck this dick hands free. Down this whole family. Black sheep of the family. Werewolf in a black fleece. Tycoon with a suit crease. Blood in the tank, I want the biggest piece. Shout out to my right hand Weiss. This real fucking horsepower. Wake up every morning with a few Ethiopians in the fucking shower. You stand by this nice if you want, but I can be the fucking me. Got a pet Venus flytrap, yeah, that's my nigga Nicodemus. Hair long, but I'm Mr. Clean with this clean shit. Fill up the spaceship and fly my hoes out to Venus. Hottie harder, yeah, bad bitch scorer. Rookie season done, Noid already in the HOF.
This was interesting for technical reasons. I feel like I heard the hook at least 3 times, maybe 4, because I kept asking, why do I keep hearing about Ethiopians? And that was a part of the hook. I feel like there's just not enough content here. And the content that is there, I'd have to do like a second and third listen to really kind of digest what you're saying. A lot of your presentation is like in the stylistic delivery, and so that's why I'm saying, like, I heard the part about Ethiopians a few times before I realized, okay, that's the hook. So now I gotta go back and listen again and see what was said in the verses, because by the time I realized that was the hook, I'm like 2 hooks into it, and I'm like, okay, I think I've said this before, is how do I discern what the hook is from the verses? And because they all sound the same, now I have to replay it again to figure out what were you talking about. But yeah, you do have a very unique delivery. It's one of those deliveries that's hard to digest on a first pass through. And I think just in general speak, I wonder, you seem like a single artist, not an album artist, not a project artist, because I wonder, like, how would this flow in a project between songs, which is fine. But for this particular song, I think I just had a hard time figuring out which was the content of the verses and taking that out of the hook. I just had trouble following the content. I'll technically solid, a little harsh vocals, but I'll give it a 6.5.
Yeah. I mean, just to simplify, the hook is too complex.
Yeah.
Right? The hook is just way too fucking complex. And so when it came back again, you're like, why is he repeating the same verse?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Right.
Because like that doesn't make sense for a hook. It's not, catchy, whatever, right? Insert all the things that a hook needs to be. And kind of to that point, it's like that goes back to the writing as well, which kind of indicates a larger point, which I've said before, where it's like sometimes swear words are just filler. And so you basically included the filler in the hook where it's like, I've got, Ethiopian bitches in the fucking shower. It's like, that is just weak writing, I guess. Like, it's interesting, like, oh, Ethiopians in the shower. Okay. Or actually, I don't think he even said Ethiopian bitches, just Ethiopians.
Yeah.
Regardless, like, I'm not here to, shame anyone on their preferences. I'm just saying that, like, as far as the writing goes, I've got Ethiopians in the shower versus Ethiopians in the fucking shower. Like, the fucking doesn't add anything. And if anything, it stands out to me as the listener of like, okay, you're just trying to fill space here to get to that snare. So I would say great delivery, kind of has that Bay Area feel of like, some of those Bay Area influences. But just the writing was unique, which was a good thing and a bad thing. And the hook just wasn't a hook. I'll give it a 7. It's not bad.
Next up, Artisan. Another hood trap, SD Kid, Nims type beat. Here's Sky.
Don't say.
This sounds like something that Soulja Boy would rap on.
Does it?
I don't know what that means. I don't know how people are going to take that, but that's the vibe that it gives me. Like, I remember tuning into, Soulja Boy actually streams on Twitch. I tuned into a stream one time, like, oh, what's this guy up to? And it sounds like the beat that he made on the stream. Just like click some basic keys, put some drums under it, call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beat. I give it a 5. I feel like it just could be more interesting. It just feels very simplistic in the sound design and the patterns.
Yeah, I liked some of the sounds that you chose, but I just felt like it was put together fairly haphazardly. Like it just felt kind of random to me, the way that it progressed. So for that reason, it just didn't really feel like a beat. I'll give it a 4.
All right, next up, Shadows. Been a while.
Been a while.
If it's nice. Hope you guys like it. I'm sure we'll love it as much as we love the rest of the songs on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Dreamscape.
Ryan.
The fuck? I like the drums. I like the hi-hat or the snares. I like the little vocal sample. I'm not sure that the ethereal sounds that you have go along with everything else. I feel like there were two different beats, one with drums and one with the vocal samples, and then you just had these sounds that just happen to be on the same tempo, and they don't really blend together well. Like, I don't think they brought out one thing, the elements of one thing better. It just existed on the same plane. I would take out the sound texture that you have there and replace it with some actual melodies or some loops that go along with that vocal sample, because the drums in that sample are fine. I just don't think the sounds, the dreary sounds, just don't add anything to it. It just makes me sad, and I'm like, oh, I want to get on some weekend like head nodding like often shit, and you're like trying to make me sad. No.
Yeah. We refuse your sadness, Satan.
I rebuke thee. Yeah, you get rid of those sounds, man. I'll give it a 6.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. The drums and the sample are fucking fire.
Yeah.
They're so good. I'm like bopping along, and you can't bring me down. I was still like, oh, this is fire, and I was just imagining it without those stupid synth pads the whole time. Like the synth pads were kind of like, what do you call that, like muck that Atreyu like got stuck in the Never Ending Story? Is like the swamp of sadness.
Yeah.
Like those synth pads are the swamp of sadness. You need to get those the fuck out of there. And then like I think you can still do kind of what you were trying to do, but with like a lighter, airier synth, and just make sure that those tones hit, right? Like please, same shit, but happy, lighter, airy.
Yeah, or he could turn those synths down and turn the vocals up. Like something to make the good stuff shine a little bit more.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm gonna give it, man, I want to get it higher, but I'll do a 7 because I like the drums and the sample so much. And then like on the synths, a 0. Remove those all together, it's a 10.
All right.
Math, it averages out.
Next up, Honcho the Don. This is his song, gonna drop Valentine's Day. Co-produced as well. Artist, producer, engineer. Him and his brothers run their own independent label, the New Age Cash Money. Ooh. Very early stages of greatness. He wants to know what we think about the bars and the mix and the beat.
Okay.
Triple threat here. Here's Feel This Way.
I'm tryna see you every day. Girl, how you made me feel this way. Girl, how you made me feel this way. How you made me feel this way. I miss your smile on your face. I'm tryna see you every day. Girl, how you made me feel this way. Girl, how you made me feel this way. How you made me feel this way. We both on a mission, I just hope that you okay. And I'm gon' be the one to take you to these fancy places. I gotta be the boss, I'm my mama's oldest baby. And I stopped taking pills, I was using on the daily. We finna do this right, I want you to have my baby. Forever rolling out, I get high as hell. I heard nigga try to be slow, he don't got clientele. Oh well, my bitch bad as hell. We gon' keep all this shit private, I don't wanna hear about nothing. I want you here by my side, counting millions with me. If your love got a price, then I'll spend every penny. Catch flight to a whole other city. I'm tryna see you every day. Girl, how you made me feel this way. Girl, how you made me feel this way. How you made me feel this way. I miss your smile on your face. I'm tryna see you every day. Girl, how you made me feel this way. It's me and you for life, or is it all just a dream? I vision you on my sleeve. When you don't answer the phone, it's hard for me to focus. In the past, I got did bogus, but this time I ain't going. When I smoke on the side, I be floating. Even if we on the beach, I be toting. Devil let faith on the only get stronger. Hustle the down as a popular loner. Girl, how you make me feel this way? I'm so glad to call you, babe. I'm just trying to see your face. I wanna see you every day. How you make me feel this way? How you make me feel this way?
All right, that was "Feel This Way" by Huncho the Don.
Here's where I'm at. Right off the bat, I thought it was well produced. There's a lot going on in that beat. The beat, we talk about this sometimes where it's like, you know, if there's too much jazz in the instrumental, where it's like just up, down, left, right, you know, you're just fucking going all over the place. It can get kind of distracting, but at the same time, I think that you had enough in there where it's like you were still prominently featured. I thought this was decent. My biggest issue was just the writing was kind of simple, and by the hook itself, the fact that it lasted so long was driving me insane. Like it felt so goddamn like next. You know, I wanted it to get to the meat and potatoes, and I think when you switched it up, when you had like faster parts of the rapping, or when you like kind of sang in that second part, like that was exactly what was needed. You needed that switch up, because god damn it, that fucking hook is Korean torture. But not bad. I'd say maybe like just get rid of 4 of the bars, make it just 4 bars on to the next. Maybe consider punching up the writing a little bit, because it just felt kind of like a children's book was being read to me. You know what I mean? Hello, Moon. I'll give it an 8. I think it's well done.
Yeah, I think quality-wise, it sounds good. I think my biggest gripe was with the writing. I think if your goal is to start a new Cash Money Records, like there has to be something unique and interesting about what you're presenting that makes a listener get attached to it. And, you know, quality aside, I feel like it was just simplistic in the writing and the storytelling. Like there has to be better ways of saying like how you feel and missing somebody than just, oh, I missed you, I stopped taking pills. Like say like, man, I was hungover and I woke up and opened my phone and you were my background image. Like you gotta like describe scenes
Paint
a
a picture.
little bit more detailed visually than just saying like flat out what happened, right? It's like the difference between solving a cold case and just being like, oh, well, I saw a bald guy and, you know, he stabbed somebody. Like it gives me nothing to go off of. I needed more content out of what you're writing there. And I think that's the one thing that was lacking in the song, all the other polish and ear candy aside. So I'd give it a reluctant 7, just because the quality of the beat and the mixing is pretty good. Reluctant 7 because I wanted more out of the actual song. I wouldn't listen to the song again is basically where I'm at.
It's not for you, Dice. It's for the ladies on Valentine's Day. And he made it so generic that he could literally talk to each one of his broads and be like, this one's for you, babe.
This is one of those, like, I sent a message to 100 people and it's all the same thing. And I hope I didn't put them all in the same group chat and it all goes individually.
God, my chaos brain really wants to do that. I want just one massive text.
This one's for
all
you, babe.
The girls, yeah.
Maybe I should do that. This one's for you,
All
girl,
you
and then
girls.
just put it in a bunch of box.
That's kind of brilliant. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Kyle.
Are you really gonna skip Nora's tip?
Oh, my bad, Nor. Not Kyle. Nor.
Not Kyle. Oh, you want to carry? Can't have it.
Another one off of the Femi Aishola project. I think
Oh shit.
you shared a third of the project. I think we've heard 4 or 5 songs. This being maybe
Yeah.
the 5th. Anyway, here's I'm Good by Femi Aishola, produced by Noir.
So long shoes on both feet, I'm good. So long family, gon' eat, I'm good. Make some shake my motif. Polaroid cam got nothing on me, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I was busy and focused on numbers, I'm gon' run up. Then I learned that I ain't something you can simply one up. In the midst of these gimmicks again, no, they done up. Industry booby trapping you niggas, I know. But if you bumpin' my shit and you don't know me, I'm saying thank you. Bumpin' my shit and you my homie, I'm saying thank you. Baby, you slick when you thinking they finna pay you. Shit, your guess as good as mine. All that capital you accrue, you couldn't copy the steez. I float when I'm on the move, the floor is lava to me. What else I gotta do? What else I gotta be? What else I gotta prove? What else I gotta left, right, heavyweight champ 2-time. Came a long way, freestyling blue line. All we deserve it coming in due time. You ain't finna fed me, motherfucker, you lying. So long shoes on both feet, I'm good. So long family, gon' eat, I'm good. Make some shake my motif. Polaroid cam got nothing on me, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
Right, that was I'm Good by Femi Aishola. I like that a lot. I like the presence. I like how the production has a little bit of I don't know, light soulfulness to it. I think his voice matches the production well. That's basically the summary of it. Short song, but I think this would work as like an intro or like an interlude between things, or maybe even outro. I give it a 8.5. Strong right before the outro. I can see that. Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, it's a good little short like setup piece is basically how I phrase it. So if it sets up the next track, then I'm good. Knock on wood. 8.5.
Yeah, my biggest issue with it was it is just so short, and I wanted more. But I mean, I guess it makes sense in the scheme of like an entire project. I think 8.5 is probably fair for what this is because, yeah, like short, sweet, just kind of like, hey, I'm good. You know, there's a couple interesting lines in there about like the floor being lava and whatnot. I'm not mad at it. 8.5.
Have you ever watched that show on Netflix, The Floor is Lava?
No, but that was one of my favorite things to do growing up.
You should watch it. I mean, of course, when America...
Is it interesting?
Okay.
It doesn't feel interesting.
Here's where I was going to qualify. Like, of course, the concept is interesting, but then when Americans get a hold of good concepts, they always like make it too cheesy and corny, and there are some like corniness aspects to it.
I mean, I've seen Wipeout, which even
Wipeout
that
is-
I'm like boring.
Wipeout is entertaining because of the commentary.
Well, MXC is interesting because of the commentary. Wipeout, now that they just Americanized it, it's like, okay, you ruined a good thing.
The problem with Wipeout is like the finale part. Like seeing people go through the obstacle courses, fun, entertaining, joyful. Watching them like get splashed by water on like some big dark obstacle course, not fun, not entertaining. They should just stick with the daytime, have people jump on big red bouncy balls or get punched by the wall. Like that part, just do that, the core of the show. Don't make it into like this big theatrics.
Yeah, fucking Tongue Hero knows. You the douche, man. See, that's what made MXC interesting. It wasn't the people getting wrecked by giant red balls. It's like Yeah, there's only so many times you can hear an American producer be like, "Oh, big wipeout! Oh, right in the face!" It's like, we saw that. You don't need to tell me what I just saw. Now, if you're gonna have this weird guy with a pencil mustache be like, "Ooh, let me touch your bra, and I smell your fishy vagina," then that's another thing altogether, and I love it.
Yeah.
So
It's like the one show that they had in Japan, Hole in the Wall. Like, you watch the Japanese version and they're like, it's funny because they're like trying to, contort their bodies to get in the hole in the wall. You watch the American version, it's just like, okay, obviously nobody can get through this fucking shape that you put on there. You're just doing it to be assholes. Make it realistic.
Yeah, you just put like a big person on to get wrecked by a wall. Got
Yeah,
it.
they put like a tiny circle, and then obviously the person's got to like, not fit through there. It's like, okay, give me some glimmer of hope that this person has a chance. Give them a chance.
Yeah.
All right.
American Ninja Warrior, I'll give that one. Like, I don't care enough to watch it myself, but at least there is feats of athleticism that are kind of universal. You're like, all right, I don't need the extra, innuendo talk.
Fuck Ninja Warrior. There's nothing entertaining about that to me. I'm sorry. Like, because all it did was breed a whole class of people who think, I'm going to set up this home obstacle course and this is all they fucking do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's nice to have hobbies, right?
Don't get me started on hobbies. All right. Next up, Kyle. Drake instrumental. Here's his beat. It's a Cash Cobain sexy drill type beat. Here we go. Drake instrumental.
Hey, it's me. I know we haven't spoken in a while and things have been weird.
Sexy drill. Like, at what? Imagine lights low, dark mood. You're sitting on your bed next to, a very nice young lady who's interested in maybe smooching on the lips. Boom, press play to this. It's like, oh, is this what does it? Sexy drill? Like, there's nothing sexy about, like, what is it, a gaffer? That makes noises with a doily into a microphone, like.
Imagine a girl giving you a lap dance to this. She's like, dun, dun. She's like just shaking violently every time the fucking drill drums hit.
Dude, what the fuck was that?
Sexy drill.
I knew we were in trouble the second I saw Drake instrumental. I was like, uh-oh.
I was actually more interested when it said Drake instrumental, and then I was like, oh, when it said sexy drill, because I'm like, that means either same hi-hats or same drums.
I liked one of the layers, which was the sample in the background, and every single other thing that happened in that beat, I hated with a ferocity I didn't know I had inside of myself. The drums, the fucking random synths, had the swag of a fucking grandpa at Pinnacle. I hated it, and never again. Let this be a lesson. Never again will a sexy drill have a gaffer in the background slamming their head into a microphone. A fair objective 3.
I like how you qualified it at the end. Fair, objective, never do this again.
I want to give it a 0, but like there were parts of it that was like, okay, some thought went into the arrangement, whatever, but it just didn't work for me. 3.
Look, I mean, I'll be honest. Subjectively, I'm not a fan of drill because it all sounds the same, or mostly sounds the same. There's been like 1 or 2 that sound somewhat unique, but I think you probably got us off on the wrong foot with the labeling here. Like maybe we could appreciate it more if it wasn't called Sexy Drill Drake Instrumental. I could not hear Drake on this. I could not imagine sex to this. It just sounds like a drill beat with like some... Hold on, let me listen to this real quick.
Oh, unpleasant. Bum, 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 bum. The random synth. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. Bird aside, objectively, this is an okay beat. It's not for me. I'm sure that some drill artists would love this. Not us. I'll give it a 6.
A 6?
A 6. Not sex.
Okay.
6. No sex is happening to this drill beat.
All right.
I think it's okay. Like I can just picture somebody just not even paying attention to the sharp ass synths and just doing, I came in and da 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 da. You know, the little fucking drill cadence that they always do. British people.
This is why we have 2 opinions.
All right.
That's why we have multiple hosts.
Next up,
I just want to burn it by fire, but
I mean, I don't like it, but I understand why it exists, but I don't understand the names that he gave it. Lucas, intro for project. Not gonna lie, you might not like this one.
love that.
Neuroscience. I hate it already.
Starting off strong.
I hate it already, Lucas. All right, here's Lucas, Neuroscience.
Let me tell you about a boy who tried to live his dreams, but his impatience was training from the victory. His rigidity held back his fluidity. Now Newtonian, the pressure hit, he tenses instantly. The last time he came around, his world was colored up, but ever since life hit, beauty was covered up. Fighting himself, declining, trying to unwind it, contaminated, thinking that he took it out on us. Y'all don't appreciate me, why did my G betray me? Sometimes I really hate me, but I won't let people save me. Identity is breaking, I ain't had meaning lately, complaining about everything, crying like he's a baby, convinced that the negative view was fully true. He lost the ability to reverse his mood, had a mind trip, broken the two, the red and blue. When they fought, he was trapped in this loop without a clue, cause the last memory that they had, it was bad. The good ones felt like a past of another man, and they both tried getting it back with different strats, with ideologies that don't match, so they were class. In the end, they both lost, the world turned dark, a lot of pair. One man trying to learn to walk with no sense of direction. He's calling out for help, but he's gotta do it by himself, cause his world is gone in violent ways. Crashed on him night and day, tired of facing them, he learned to ride the waves. His mind was waking up back to life again, but fright and rage came to the cycle change. He never fully moved on, so trying to remember who he used to be. When and why he lost his test, but he rebooted something else. A second try for him to get up and escape the hell that he was ever trying to be better. Here's a drawing of a son to a diagram. Humans merely fully never truly understand the lies in every conflict. Self-doubt I got through when I stand study to develop into this. What? Neuroscience. What? Neuroscience. What? Neuroscience. Come and look through the depths of my mindscape. Dive in, take a check, drive the highway. My rage and perfection, a side ache. All day, can you take it or not? Based on the content that you play or do not say. In a lie about your mind state, we are not great. Do you embrace and relate to what I say? Can you see the picture that I paint? Come and look through the depths of my mindscape. Dive in, take a check, drive the highway. My rage and perfection a side ache. All day, can you take it or not? Based on the content that you play or do not say. In a lie about your mind state, we are not great. Do you embrace or relate to what I say? Can you see the picture that I paint?
Right. That was Neuroscience by Lucas.
This is a very easy review for me.
10 out of 10.
No fucking hook. Exhausting listen because there's nothing to break it up song structure wise. The double ups, the second layer, it sounded like you just copied pasted rather than recorded a separate one. But it was way too loud on those doubles. Like, turn the second one down and also ask yourself, do I need this? I'm not mad at the flow. I'm not mad at the lyrics. I think it's just the structure and the quality that really brings this one down. And like I said, the structure, infuriating to listen to only for the fact that you're just like, rapidy, 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 rapid, rap. And you're like, oh, you look up and you're like, oh, it's been 3 minutes? Dear God, I thought it was 10 years. I'll give this one a 6.5. Frustrating 6.5.
Look, not my topic, not my kind of song that I would gravitate towards, but I think you did your thing on the rapping in the verse. I think it was probably one of the better verses that I've heard from you as far as the flow, albeit content isn't up my alley. I agree. I think hooks can help even highly technical, in-depth songs like this. Like, it can open up people's, perception to enjoy the track a little bit more if there's something that they can latch on to. I wasn't really a huge fan of that last bit that you did. I would have probably preferred it more if this was just that singular verse with just like a hook in the intro and the outro. So take that for what it's worth, but I do think that, quality is still quality. I think you're still using a headset mic or ear pods or whatever you said that you had. But I do think that this verse shows some improvement in not being overly condensed with word. Like, there's a little bit more space and breathability into it. So I like the flow of it a little bit better, but like overall song structure, like Bird said, I think it could be more appealing just in general. So I'm at the same. I'll give it a 6.5.
And let's just call a spade a spade. If you insist artistically, you're like, the intro to my project has to be just a rapidy rap where I lay it all out there. Spoiler alert, you don't need to. But if you feel like you have to, 1 minute and 30 seconds is your goalpost. That's literally like the two from start to finish. You cannot exceed 1 minute and 30 seconds. Otherwise, fucking delete the session.
I just want to pause here in the Sunday stream feedback channel. Let me put this up on screen. Shadows, whose beat we heard earlier, which had the cool drums and the cool vocal sample and then weird synth pads. Master producer, who put the garbage ass 0 out of 10 troll song, replied to Shadows and said, vocals are not in key.
Well, yeah, maybe if he meant the synths, then yes. Like, the synths were fucking everything up.
So Shadows like, question, huh? Considering what you posted in the feedback stream channel, huh?
What do you mean by that? How do you mean?
You're questioning me with the thing that you posted? I too, I echo that question. What do you mean by that? All right, next up, Cable. Maybe an interlude. Thoughts? Here's Lucy.
I should've let that cool ride. That's if I had the foresight. Should've let that tune swing. Like, wish you would've might have gotten over that urge, the sweetest soda, mixed with a little fire that hit when my muscles tighten. This anxiousness I be feeling don't do much but make it lively. I don't need no drama or no news, man. Got a couple dollars and some loose change. You can catch me clasping to my blue veins, like how I'm still unhappy with reduced pain. Should've let that cool ride. That's if I had the foresight.
Did you play that guitar, or was that guitar already there?
That's a good question.
Because the guitar, especially at the end, definitely out of tune. And I'm not a guitar tuning expert, but I was like, those notes sound off. It was
That
already
was
there.
part of the artistic vision.
I question that artistic vision. That's just me. I think the performance is okay. However, I wonder, did you record this to a metronome? Because there were times when you vocally sounded off of the tempo. Like it would be slightly off, but it would pick back up like pretty instantly. So I wondered if you recorded this to a metronome, given that there are no drums or no snares to necessarily latch onto. I feel like it needed more to be a little bit more in the pocket, you know, like your vocals needed to be quantized almost, because it was like sometimes slightly you would be off where I thought it should have been nudged over like a millisecond. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you just went with it. Yeah, there's timing wise, some parts of it are off. Like the feeling is there, but the timing doesn't necessarily line up. So I would recommend that you find whatever the tempo is, the BPM, put a metronome on and then reperform it, because I think it'll add a little bit more polish to it. Other than that, my biggest complaints, like I said, is the guitar. It feels like the guitar is a little bit haphazard, maybe even Kuiper-ish at times. But I think the overall sound is okay. I'd give this a 7, where it's at right now.
Yeah. First of all, I just gotta say, I didn't know Amir Vic was Lil Bucky.
Yeah.
aka Cable. That's great. Because I feel like we were, well, I mean, who else would be? But I was like, I remember like Amir Vic coming in, and I feel like if I'm thinking of the same person, I'm like, oh shit, this is so good. And then I saw him in the tournaments as Lil Bucky Cable, and I was like, oh, this is really good too. I just didn't know they're the same. I take that aside. This one, yeah, like kind of like Dice said, there was some really interesting parts, like in the beginning, as you're kind of like, and like kind of holding that note, like it sounds like you're running out of breath in parts, and you come back in, and again, maybe that's the choice. Same with the ending guitar. It's like, oh, it's like out of tune. Maybe that's the choice. It's like, let's just have some of these like uncomfortable moments. If that's the purpose, then there you go. I liked the vocals. I liked the singing on this. I thought it was pretty well done. My thing was like, it sounded like it ended a little bit too early. And I don't mean like, oh, it's just so short. I meant like the way that the instrumental sounded felt like you had like maybe at least 2 more lines to deliver before it would have naturally felt like, okay, I can let this guitar rock out and have some off-key guitaring. I liked it overall. I'd give it a 8 today with some easy tweaks to improve.
Word. All right, next up, Duffy, WCR's very own Future. You want to fuck?
I don't know what that means. Very own Future. Is he saying he wants to like be one of us?
Well, I think we compared him and his toxic raps to Future, and Future's toxic treatment of women.
Thank you for remembering what happens 1 week ago.
You're welcome. Very, very stark contrast to Amir Vic. So let's see what Duffy has for us this week. Oh, same vibe.
Yeah, I'd say keep the interlude, just tighten it up a little bit. This is sexy trap. Drake type
song.
You wanna fuck love, you wanna fuck dear, you wanna fuck sexy, you wanna fuck me. Tell me you wanna fuck me and nobody else above me. Tell me you wanna fuck me and nobody else that you fucking cause I wanna fuck. Girl, I just want you fucking touch, want you fucking love, want you in my fucking life. Ever since I met you I've been feeling pain and shock, but also since I met you never felt more alive. Think I died because to me you're like heaven. Ever since I was 13 I've been battling this depression, but ever since you stepped in I've been big stepping. I don't mean to put on pressure, but I love is all that measures. You make me enjoy the weather, so you wanna fuck. We can do it in public, we can fuck on all like it ain't nothing. But when ain't nothing turns to something, wanna know that you ain't bluffing. Better cut off all the motherfuckers you been fucking. You wanna fuck?
It's just like, oh, interesting.
You wanna fuck?
Wanna fuck? Immediately start sending this out to every girl you know. Right?
I'll send this in the group
nice
message.
Challenge.
Bitch, I'm tryna fuck. You got me feeling stuck. Sometimes when I think about it, I think I had enough. But I'm stuck and out of love because I still wanna fuck. No matter what, I wanna fuck cause you're my love. I want your touch, I wanna fuck. So tell me, baby, wanna fuck? You don't gotta dump me, all you gotta do is love me. You fuck me, we could be fucking, but you gon' work. You put on my shirt, we go for a drink, then go to work in the sheets. We fuck even when you bleed. Wanna fuck because your pussy's all I need. You're the only girl I'd ever do it raw with. When it rains, it's pouring, we be fucking in the morning. Fuck everybody else, I promise never get boring to me. After we fuck, you fall asleep and you be snoring on me. Your pussy dripping wet and it be pouring on me. I slide it in, you throw it back, your pussy calling to me. All I wanna do with you is fucking ball in the sheets. So what you wanna fuck?
You just know this guy showed this to like his hookup buddy, right?
Yeah.
Like, and put it on while he went down. Not yet, babe. Hold on, I gotta show you something.
The one.
This is the one.
Don't tell me there's nothing left. Okay. First two complaints. There's nothing at the end. You left us with like a minute, 50 seconds worth of beat. So trail that out.
There's vocals that are super low. So either make the choice to have them or not.
That's my second complaint. Is I feel like the absence of a hook, a present hook, is a huge missed opportunity, especially on a song where you're gonna overuse the word fuck like literally every other line. Like you got to have some sort of hook to take me out of that moment of like this word is being used egregiously. Third complaint, I get it from an artistic element of like that's the theme of the song, so you use it different ways for different rhymes, but I don't think that the lines are unique enough that it really makes a difference, right? It's like if you're just like you had one line where it was basically like you want to fuck, and then a couple of other lines later you want to fuck, like like there's not enough variety in the use of the word fuck to make it really like, okay, I get the artistic expression of it to use it over and over again. The lines are just too simplistic sometimes. There's other lines that are good, but then there's like, okay, I'm going to fall back to the simplicity, and it just didn't really add overall value to the song. Which again, like if there was a hook there, something like catchy and like distract me from all that, I could overlook that, but it's just nothing there for me. Some of the lines just feel rushed. I don't know. I just feel like this is one of those moments where you put the emphasis on me paying attention to the verses and then I'm underwhelmed. Although I get the the message and the vibe of the song. I'm underwhelmed in the output of it. I like the beat choice though. I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, I'll just start out saying I kind of love it.
I like it, but I can't
kind of
love
like it.
Yeah,
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some technicalities and some, lyrical choices. Just some things in here you're like, it's almost there, right? The beat's great. There's the delivery is there. The flow is mostly on with some tweaks. But yeah, the writing, like I said, gets a little stale. Just, you want to fuck? You want to fucking fuck? When I fuck with my fucking dick, when you're
it's like watching
pussy will fuck.
It's like watching Rogue Jepsen trying to match on Hinge. It's like, hey, you want to see my penis? You want to see my penis?
I was gonna say it kind of felt like a hot girl's inbox when she's trying to sell something on Facebook Marketplace. It's like in comes like 65-year-old, Uncle Greg, who's like, you want to fucking fuck with my fucking dick? The fuck?
Hey, is that dresser still available? You want to fuck?
You want to fuck? So yeah, it's definitely entertaining in that aspect, but like as a listener, just objectively, it's like a little exhausting. I think I see what you were doing. I see where you're going for, and I think you can do that. You just overuse fuck, but the in-between lines, the in-between stuff, it has to be better. Yeah. Jinx. But I'd give this one a 7. Maybe a 7.5 because it made me smile.
Maybe. Next up, Mikhail 2018 Yay type beat. Oh, that's your favorite artist. Here's Marijuana version 2.
What are we doing here?
Marijuana. Kids, this is your brain on drugs.
This is your brain after a lobotomy.
I don't need 4 minutes of this. The time signatures don't line up. Like
it's off.
You're almost like doing Sleek Ivory shit right now. You're like, I got a 3/4 loop that I'm gonna put on a 7/8 sample. Like you're doing unnecessarily complicated things, and it just sounds unpleasant. There's no consistency in the structure and the arrangement. It's a difficult listen, even if it's not unpleasant. Like maybe the drums are underwhelming. The drums don't hit hard. Like maybe some of these aspects could be better, but the overall distraction is the arrangement is horrible. Give it a 2.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more, except for I might go as low as a 1. Like it made no sense. The marijuana just came in at random. Like there was no tempo or musicality to it, because also the drums were random. They were just like all over the fucking place with no rhythm. Like there was some like violins in the background that were like buried so deep you had to like squint your eyes just to be able to hear them. That was probably the only pleasant thing in this entire cacophony of fuck. That's what that was. I'm gonna give it a 2 just to be fair, but know that I hated it.
That's fair. All right. That shit threw me out of my fucking flow. ROI Clips type beat by Vcr. Started this before the files dropped. Oh, okay. that section, the timing seems off. This doesn't give me Clips vibes. Like, the only way that this could feel like a Clips type beat is if you slowed it down a notch and the drums were a little bit deeper. Like, it's just too abstract garage sounding to call this a Clips type beat. This is more of a I don't know, a beginning of a nerd type beat. It's not Clips material. It's in the same like realm of like soundscape, but it's not the right artist, I would say. But if you're gonna call it a Clips beat, the tempo needs to be slowed down and you need to have like some deeper drums to really hit and knock. This just feels like some garage abstract stuff. In that little section that I replayed, the timing just was off in the downbeat. It almost sounded like the shit that we just heard, where the guy just did whatever with the drums. I think it can be better with more interesting elements, like maybe some sort of counter melody as well. It feels a little bit monotonous if I have to hear the same sounds all the way through. I give this a 5. Like, I think you can make it better, but I don't think it's quite there yet.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When it first came in, I hated it because like it was just so bare boned and kind of like that main is like so extreme. Like it's just kind of unpleasant. So I think if you like tone that down a little bit and then like came up with maybe a different main melody and put that further in the background, that could help. But yeah, once more of the elements came in, I actually enjoyed it a little bit more. Like you could probably see my face go from like to like all right,
yeah,
you know, like it's not bad once all the things start working together. But Dice is right, like halfway through kind of the tempo switches a little bit, like you do a beat switch halfway through that doesn't work. But I think you got something there. You just gotta figure out how to make it all make sense together and come up with a better main melody. So I'd give it a 5 too.
Right. A few more left in the queue. Next is Tangor, Philly Master or Philly Master? Let's find out.
No more peace, I keep my heat in the attic. Mama please, be at ease, don't panic. I got my peace, they gon' cease to get at it. They gon' freeze, they gon' stick Titanic. I got that shit on, ain't Louis Vuitton. I'm blowing the rhymes like a bong, keep the heat on. My squad is cold and we do whatever we want. We're cruising beyond. Buzz Lightyear, our tagline infinity beyond. Who let the beast on? Astro, I'm sorry, I'm ready, I'll be for a song. The rhymes came strong, gotta keep it strong. The streets need to feed on. Tango, the boys, the charm. I do you some homage, spray on my Gucci Kalani. Niggas is too far gone, move it along. And bitches are just silicone, they put on a thong. Shake their ass on a song, get paid, I fly to Milan. Part of my rude response, fuck making a groovy song. But y'all, they do me wrong. I tuck in my palms, we won. My crew really be armed, we fought in Iran. True to myself, no wonder we fought in Iran. T the new phenomenon, been fasting for days. How come it's still in Ramadan? I'm thirsty, gotta get my knowledge on for the morning gone. I'm 30, fuck a scholar's done, let me put some Sonic on. I'm nerdy, since Genesis running laps, non-stop marathons. But now it's Thursday, got my shit on the Louis Vuitton.
Can you only wear Louis Vuitton on Thursdays?
That nigga be gabbing, he don't own no fur jackets, no Louis Vuitton. No more peace, I keep my heat in the attic. Mama please, be at ease, don't panic. I got my peace, they gon' cease to get at it. They gon' freeze, they gon' stick Titanic. I'm nasty, up on your nose like a gas leak. They can't send me so classy. Please put me next to these traffic joints. They gon' freeze, they gon' stick Titanic. I'm nasty, up on your nose like a gas leak. They can't send me so classy. Please don't put me next to these traffics way past the huge ass trash heap sticking over the rap scene. Hand me the gasoline, I'ma burn them up, show them who the last king. It's really some wild times, 9 to 5s, like trying to separate my nap times. And black minds, a puppy have bounce for life. They ain't even do mad crimes. Every so often gotta spit some rhymes for times because life got flat lines. Have to put my suit on max grind. I'm a star that shines. So what the fuck would I walk a mask live? Would lost some black skies. lines. They're practically done, it's past time. Where they tryna grab mines. Spend it all on the road to cash signs. Killed homies only to stack dimes. Now you wanna group me next to them cheesecakes. To me, they snack time. Those niggas is fake, we break him like a break. Watch you get dropped on my mixtape. Get him out the gym, they dead weight. Sign surf backed up, gourmet. Gotta end this verse, my wrist ache. And my passings haunt me. With a great pain comes a great rap game. And the right Aunt May.
A Spider-Man reference?
I don't know.
Look, Tangor, I'll just say, you know, I could be wrong, but it sounds like maybe English is your second language. I couldn't do what you do. I can't rap in a second language, so we'll just baseline with that. As far as what's presented, the flow's off, right? Like you wrote down these lines, and you really wanted to get down the lines as you wrote them, but it just didn't work with the timing. So basically the entire song, the flow was off, and I couldn't help myself but yell in the middle of it, of like, you came in so confidently, so far beyond when you needed to come in. And it was mind-blowing that it wasn't like, oh shit, I missed it, let me go record again. Like the quality control just isn't there. I'd say overall, like the beat felt a little simple and a little like a starter beat, but it grew kind of catchier over time. And there were pockets where your voice kind of worked with it. It's just a matter of being on beat. So I can't give it more than a 3.5.
Yeah, the timing was just consistently off. And who was that earlier where we said there was a lot of rhymes and no reason?
Semen Demon.
Yeah,
lightning frightening.
It felt like that. Like there were things that you were just saying that just didn't make common sense, and it seemed like you were saying them because it felt like the right thing to say. But if you like read it back, it doesn't make any sense. Like I don't know. I don't know why you can only wear Louis Vuitton on Thursday, but that seemed to be your directive here.
If I catch you out on a Wednesday in Louis Vuitton,
it's on.
Oh
brother.
Right.
Oh brother. No man, like you. I think Bird said most of everything. It's just the timing is a big driving factor of the negative things here. And I think saying things that have more meaning or at least more cleverness to them will go a long way, rather than just like saying brand names or trying to like I see what you're trying to do. Like when we rewound, you're like, I'm nasty. Like I see what you're trying to accomplish, but you gotta, like Bird said, go back and do some QA on your own self and like, did I really execute that in the way that I envisioned it? Because like it doesn't sound pleasant. Like you're off when you came in. The other 3 lines picked up on beat, but that first come in was off. So you got to fix those kind of things. I'm into 3.
Yeah, like no shade. We've all had early music before, but it does make you wonder, like, does this sound on to you? You know?
Yeah, like that, and that's why I think we've had the question before. Like I know we've definitely asked like on beat choices, like what makes you guys choose those beat boops? And like I think I have the same question on like people who just flow off beat. Is like, okay, when you played this back the final time after you recorded it and you exported it, did that sound okay to you? Like that was okay enough to just, I'm not gonna try to fix it.
Yeah, like is it a lazy thing? You're like, I already spent 4 hours in the booth trying to get it, and I just can't. Fuck it, let's just print.
But even then, it's like tools exist where you can slice that vocal up and you can move it over, you can stretch it out. Like there's things that people can do, and I understand everybody's not like an engineer, but like I don't know, like we really got to have like a panel sit down with some people one day and be like, what happened here?
Yeah, dive into that dark mind.
Dark is correct, sir. All right, next up, Mel Nooks, aka Phantomly Reaper. If he's out there lurking on Twitch, this is called Jealousy. See what weird shit is happening here. Can we just get one like non-weird thing to end the show?
I don't know if I'd count on Mel Nooks for non-weird. But it could be good weird.
Could be.
We'll find out. Oh. Yep. I love this so far. How are you gonna ruin it, Mel Nooks? Drums needed to kick in right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went the opposite way.
Baby, I'm not toxic. I won't let you go. Do you wanna know why are you so sick? Just for tonight. Baby, I'm right. Baby, I'm not toxic. I've been trying to make a stand. Why are you so sick? Just for tonight. Baby, I'm right.
I'm curious what he ends up with here.
Why are you so sick? Just for tonight, baby, I'm right.
Not bad. I think I heard enough. I think this is the one of the few times he didn't put a strange twist on us.
I mean, you're not gonna let it rock out? There's like more that happens.
I'm nervous that it will just go south from there.
That's what I was wondering too. I see the lines. I'm like, plenty of time to fuck it up. Ooh, clear drums.
Okay, that was Jealousy by Mel Nooks. Somewhat normal. I think that the vocals that you used were cool. I like the soulfulness of them. I like the overall production of it. I think the only complaint that I have is like the snares, the hi-hats that you use. They seem a little bit loud in comparison volume-wise. Maybe they could be dialed back. But you didn't make any like drastic sweeping shifts in the momentum that took me out of it. I could listen, like Bird said, there were a couple of points where I thought the drum should have came in sooner, or that drum should have not ever left, but I think overall it's okay. I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it overall. I think so. Here's the thing that I think one of the reasons we were nervous at the end, Mel, is that you have this tendency, like it's almost like ADHD, producer ADHD, where it's like, yeah, it can't be one thing for too long. It has to, like, you know, every 2 bars has to be a completely different fucking song, and before you know it, there's like 9 songs jammed into one. It didn't feel that way to me, but it did feel like there was maybe 3 to 4 different songs in here spiritually. And so, like, again, I get it. It's so boring just to have like a good beat with good vocals. Boo. But at the same time, kind of not, man. I think if you were able to harness that like voice in the back of your head that's like, completely switch it up, do something fucking different now. Just if you could harness that fucking devil on your shoulder and have the angel be like, look, nothing too different though, right? Use the same sounds you're already using and just switch those up a little bit more, right? Maybe you take the same sample and you just pitch it down. Maybe there's another sample from the same song that you could use. Maybe you just slightly tweak the drums or add some more spaces, right? Play with the volume. There's a lot you can do that doesn't have to be, let's choose an entirely different song and like entirely different feel. That being said, I liked this. There was that section where I was like, oh, you needed the drums to come in right after that strong female vocal. You went the opposite way where you're like, let's take everything away and just have this space, and it killed the vibe, killed the momentum of the song. Overall, really strong drums, strong sample put together well. Just, again, a little producer ADHD, if we will, but not as bad as we've heard previously. So I'm going to give this one an 8.
Right. Last up in the queue, Pag MC. Zona Norte e a Capital.
I know we give him his flowers all the fucking time, but I think Noir does that really well. He balances the, okay, you need a switch up here, but the switch ups aren't so like egregious. You're not creating a different thing. You just switch up within the same song sounds.
Yeah,
it always feels fresh.
It's just a reimagination of the same elements, not let me just make another beat within this beat.
Right. Yes.
All right, here's Pag MC.
Diretamente de Fantal, e eu não quero nem saber. Eu não quero nem saber, é todo mundo.
E todo mundo, e todo mundo com. E todo mundo com a mão pro ar, todo mundo. E agora vou falar. Cadê Fantal, pô? Cadê Fantal, pô? Cadê Fantal, pô? Zona Norte é a capital.
Aqui em Fantal, clima mortal, só que sou diferente, nunca me é só, não. Seja de noite, seja de dia, a caminhada sempre é minha companhia. Por muito tempo já fui a de quem eu não devia. Andava lado a lado com quem não me merecia. Sempre me valorizei, aprendi isso eu sei. Só que eu era mais inocente, eu não percebia. A vida é mais curta quando se tem um propósito. Por isso várias vezes a morte sentou em meu colo. Só que eu disse não pra cada situação. Ela disse siga, mas não liga pra quem te critica. Por isso mostre quem mais te ensina na sua vida. Ensina a aproveitar, não deixa nada pra lá. Viver o presente, sair com os amigos pra fescar. Mas também foca, não deixei as coisas pro outro dia.
E todo mundo com. E todo mundo com a mão pro ar, todo mundo. E agora vou falar. Cadê Fantal, pô? Cadê Fantal, pô? Cadê Fantal, pô? Zona Norte é a capital.
O hip hop em geral já corre em minhas veias. Só que isso sangue fio como minhas barras são quentes. É que guardo minhas emoção pra quem me merece. E pros MC bostinha guardo rimas do pente. Só que sou alguém contente, não vou pelos outros. E que fala que vou, pega no... Esses boca de esgoto, toca a boca pela bunda. Só fala merda de mim pelas costas, na frente nunca. Estou a cutucar um tigre com a vara curta. Só que meu povo já perdeu respeito e conquista. Meus amigos rio deles pela frente, com eles é diferente, mas daria a minha vida. Quem é das áreas já sabe, quem me conhece já sabe. Nós não se fala tanto, mas é a verdade. Muitos amigos se perderam e claro que achei ruim, mas ainda faço por ele igual eles fazem por mim.
E todo mundo com. E todo mundo com a mão pro ar, todo mundo. E agora vou falar. Cadê Fantal, pô? Cadê Fantal, pô? Cadê Fantal, pô? Zona Norte é a capital. E todo mundo com. E todo Todo mundo como pro é, todo mundo. E agora vou falar. Cadê voltar o gol? Cadê voltar o gol? Cadê voltar o gol? Zona Norte é a capital.
Alright. Zona Norte é a capital by Pag MC. Look, I think Pag has a cool overall sound. He makes some very catchy, unique hooks. Selfishly, as an American, I wish I could understand what he's saying in Portuguese sometimes. But just sonically, I feel like kind of like Amir Vic on Amir Vic's song. Like I feel like you vibe record. Like there's some times where like just you're slightly off in the timing, and you know, I listen to enough K-pop to know it's not a language thing. I think it's just the timing is just slightly off because you're recording based on how you're feeling at the moment, and you're not adding that polish to it. And it's not like wildly egregious, like, oh man, this whole verse is off. It's just like certain words that you say, they're off, but then the rest of the lines on beat. Like even on that last hook, like when you first came in, the very first word you said was off beat, and then everything else was on beat. And I just hear these little moments here and there, and it just makes me wonder, like, okay, well, what am I missing in your recording style that you missed these little cleanup things? But like you overall make some very well put together songs, and I wish I spoke Portuguese and I didn't have a language barrier. But I like this. I like the feeling of it. I'd give it a 7.5, maybe an 8 if I listen again and really just kind of zone out.
Yeah. I'll just say I like it. I think overall good sounds. Talking about production, I know we've had some issues with the production previously, and we're like, wait, you went to a studio for that? But this time it felt like, all the layers were mixed well. It felt like the singing was strong. I really didn't have any issues with this, other than it felt like some of the backing vocals were just a little sloppy. Like I think that was kind of the one piece that I would take a point off for, was just like the backing vocals felt a little sloppy, both timing wise and how they were arranged within the mix. But I liked it. I think this is my favorite song from them, so I'll give it a 9.
Word. All right. Well, that's our show for today. We shall be back Wednesday to talk about how the Super Bowl went down, which halftime show was our favorite, getting ready for the NBA All-Star game next week. Not a lot of trade activity, a little disappointing.
Yeah. Could have been cool if Blazers swooped Giannis, but like, who are they going to trade for? Like, who do we have that they want,
The coach? I don't know.
Like, don't even have a coach, really.
I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. But we'll be back Wednesday for the subscriber show, and we'll be back next Sunday to do this again. So get your tracks in the queue if you got some, or if not, just make some stuff up like some people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just record a 5-minute freestyle, ask us what we think, and we're going to say the same thing we say every fucking week. But looking forward to it.
Do better.